We're back with 30 Days of Comics, Day 18, with who's your favorite B-list hero?
Mine is probably The Question, and it doesn't matter whether it is Charlie or Renee Montoya. I like both characters. I like the premise behind them. I really enjoyed Charlie when he was The Question. There were some great books that came out with him. I love the miniseries where he's in Metropolis, kind of working under the nose of Superman, because there's some villains working under the nose of Superman. That was some great books. I like it when he shows up the little bit pieces in the different books. I liked it when Renee Montoya took over the character and the books that she was in and the stuff that she did. The team ups that she had with like the Huntress and whatnot. That was just really good stuff. I really, there's a lot of B-list characters I like. Well, as a matter of fact, most of the time I like probably the B-listers a lot more often than I like some of the main people. And DC Comics especially has a ton of like magic-oriented B-list characters that I really get a kick out of. But I'm saying right now my number one is The Question.
Yeah.
Day 18. Ethan, who's your favorite B-list character?
Okay, so at first I thought I knew my answer. Just like, well, that's obvious. But then I thought of this person, and I thought that person. I was like, well, there's a lot of B-list people that I like. I mean, I don't know if B-list means you've never had your own run at a title, if you've never had your own title, because then there's a lot of people I could say as favorite B-list characters, like I could say the Doom Patrol. But my original answer was, it was a three-way tie between Sandman, Black Alice, and Misfit. Because Misfit is just hilarious. She's just a riot, and her powers are funny, and she reminds me of Stephanie, and we all know how much I loved the Stephanie run of Batgirl. It was amazing, and I liked it like the one or two times that they had interaction with each other. And I like Black Alice because she is just so cool, and her power is just awesome. And I didn't realize until she stacked Cheetah's and Felix Faust's powers and the Spectre's powers all in one that she could stack powers. So that's pretty cool. I mean, there's one where she steals, where Misfit and Black Alice are, like it was a Birds of Prey comic, I think, are fighting each other in this rink for teen superheroes fighting each other, run by like, oh, what's her name? It's like something Mama or Nanny or something. She's
Granny.
Granny, yeah, Granny. So, yeah, and pretty much Alice pops her with Misfit's powers. But they're fighting, and she steals Etrigan's powers. So she's beating the crap out of Misfit and shooting flame and stuff, and she's rhyming about it. And that's just awesome. And then there's the Sandman. And I don't think that he should be on a team, because, I mean, I don't think his powers are really effective to make a good book when you fight supervillains, because, like, the Sandman, what he mostly does is he puts people to sleep, right? That's what he does in action, is he uses his sleeping gas. And that's really lame if it's just like, oh no, it's this villain, they're gonna beat us up. Oh, you put him to sleep. Good job. That was easy. But the whole thing where he takes all these pills and stuff so he can stay awake, and then he eventually gets stuck falling asleep, so then his horrific dreams that he has are even worse than they already were. I think he'd be great in like a detective book. I think it'd be awesome if there was maybe like a run of him where he was in Detective Comics, because I always pictured him as being he would be a good detective, or maybe back when they were doing backstories of stuff, he would have been a cool backstory. But I don't think he could be on I like him, and I like his character, and I like his abilities and stuff. I just don't think he should be on a team book. So those are my three favorite original answers for B-list characters.